the powerful root of practical love. We know that we have passed out of death into life because we love the brothers. 1 John 3:14. So love is the evidence that we are born again, that we are Christians, that we are saved. Sometimes the Bible makes our holiness and our love for people the condition of our final salvation. In other words, if we are not holy and not loving, we will not be saved at the judgment day. For example, Hebrews 12:14, Galatians 5:21, 1 Corinthians 6:10. This doesn't mean that acts of love are how we get right with God. No, the Bible is clear again and again, as Ephesians 2:8 and 9 says, by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God, not of works, so that no one may boast. No, when the Bible says that we are saved by faith, but that we must love people in order to finally be saved, it means that faith in God's promises must be so real that the love it produces proves the reality of the faith. So, love for others is a condition of future grace in the sense that it confirms that the primary condition, faith, is genuine. We could call love for others a secondary condition, which confirms the authenticity of the primary and essential condition of faith, which alone unites us to Christ and receives His power. Faith perceives the glory of God in the promises of future grace and embraces all that the promises reveal of what God is for us in Jesus. That spiritual sight of God's glory and our delight in it is the self-authenticating evidence that God has called us to be a beneficiary of His grace. This evidence frees us to bank on God's promise as our own, and this banking on the promise empowers us to love, which in turn confirms that our faith is real. The world is desperate for a faith that combines two things: awestruck sight of unshakable divine truth and utterly practical round-the-clock power to make a liberating difference in life. That's what I want too, which is why I am a Christian. There is a great God of grace who magnifies His own infinite beauty and self-sufficiency by fulfilling promises to helpless people who trust Him. And there is a power that comes from prizing this God that leaves no nook or cranny of life untouched. It empowers us to love in the most practical ways.